We are on Town Hill Road here in the southern portion of the city of Jackson, which has just been completely swallowed by the North Fork of the Kentucky River. Just trying to wrap their heads around the damage that is lying all over their property. Just about everywhere you look, there's parts of their roof that had been thrown down into the creek below. This is a deadly crash that we're dealing with on I-75 southbound. I'm going to step out of this shot just so you can get an early look at what's going on here. I'm just above I-75 at the 90-mile marker overpass. They say that the operation doesn't have to be limited to those dozen. It is for anyone who is coming into Lexington to commit these types of crimes. If you need to get to Nicholasville Road, you're going to have to find a way around that, and that's probably just going to be by going out towards South Broadway and then coming back in up along Maxwell. They've seen some overwhelming community support over the course of the past 9 days. We've shared this story along with other news outlets. It's been amplified on social media, and you've also seen it spread throughout the neighborhoods themselves. I'm Jeremy Toms in the Red River Gorge, where many of your favorite trails and recreation areas may soon come at a cost. Tonight, hear why the U.S. Forest Service is considering a new fee proposal. And they're now calling it the Do No Harm Act. But LGBTQ advocates say that is exactly what it will do. Anyone who's headed out the door right now should just be mindful of this as you make your morning commute. Live in Lexington, I'm Jeremy Toms. I'll send it back to you.
Growing up, no, I thought this was just a hole-in-the-wall place that nobody would have ever, heard of.
For some of those born and raised in Breathitt County, Kentucky, they say if people had heard of them, it came through negative stereotypes. But by last week, their talk of the town mirrored the nation's interests.
When I first found out, I was advanced, and I was trying to rewind. We started looking, and I seen who his relatives was and stuff, people that I know personally.
Former President Donald Trump picked J.D. Vance to be his Republican running mate, a man whose family roots run through the county. The Breathitt advocates saying that includes the Pan Bowl area, where Noah Nichols lives.
It's surreal to even think about it and even speak of it, yeah.
But with Governor Andy Beshear as a possible VP pick for the Democrats, opinions and votes may be split.
Since Andy's been in there, he's been godsend for Breathitt County.
The county has voted twice to elect President Trump and twice to elect Governor Beshear.
Hey, man, you gotta love it, Breathitt. They keep you on your toes, man. they really do. Hey.
It's also called Vance's connections to Kentucky into question.
Some people are proud that he's kind of bringing the light to it. Some people are more against it, as in he wasn't like a true Appalachian.
Where may the county lean this time?
And him being down here, boots on the ground, really spoke to a lot of people. And President Trump, I know a lot of folks around here, they like him.
They can't say, but they're just hopeful it will lead to proper representation for their communities at the federal level. In Breathitt County, Jeremy Toms, WKYT. Garrett, I talked with Adkins for nearly a half hour at the jail this afternoon. She admitted to leaving her 5-year-old son, but in the course of that interview, her story changed multiple times.
I meant to leave him there with Patty. No, I left him there with Brad, didn't I?
You've given me contradictory answers to the names of people you left him with in Colerain. So did you leave him with someone, or did you not?
No, I didn't leave him with anyone.
Heather Adkins is accused of abandoning her nonverbal, autistic 5-year-old son in Colerain Township, Ohio, about 75 miles from their home of Shelbyville, Indiana.
Hamilton County Police Dispatch.
Hi, my daughter's boyfriend just came over. We live on Ravens Ridge Lane off of Gaines, and he said there was a little kid out there on Sheed Road by himself waving down cars.
Ronald Reese was headed out to pick up food Thursday night when he found Adkins' son, saying he looked like he was in a daze as he walked along a busy road with no sidewalks.
I immediately stopped and was like, wait a minute, this isn't normal.
The child is now in the custody of Hamilton County Jobs and Family Services. Assistant Chief of Georgetown Police Darren Allgood says Adkins was arrested this weekend at a gas station in Georgetown for an unpaid fine dating back to 2011. The incident prompted emotional responses from parents like Reese and those in the Colerain neighborhood.
I'm angry. If you didn't want to deal with your child or your son, take him to the nearest relative that you feel is fit to take care of him.
Well, it certainly hits home. I have a child that's nonverbal as well, and to think about him being alone is very sad.
Reese hopes this can serve as a wake-up call for Adkins.
I'm just trying to understand why you ultimately chose to do that.
To save him from me.
Adkins is charged with child endangerment. The Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office released a statement saying these types of cases simply break your heart. The Breathitt County football team is used to tackling its toughest opponents on Friday nights in the fall. But this year, the Bobcats' greatest challenge came before school even started. Madison Central Principal Brandon Fritz heard the harrowing stories from the floods, including that of assistant coach Casey Allen.
At 5 o'clock, my wife woke up to a big bang, and there was water running in the basement. Eventually, had to get the kids up on the hill to safety.
Allen and his wife quickly realized the dangers of getting stranded on a hillside with 4 children. So they came up with a plan, kayaking through the current to their neighbors.
I told her, it's like, oh, I could try it, but if this current takes me, the best case scenario is I end up down there and I won't be able to get back to you.
Allen paddled back and forth through the rising waters 6 times to bring his family to safety.
To hear his story, it was tough to just listen.
So Fritz wanted to give him and the whole team more than just hot meals and a warm welcome. They worked with the Southland Christian Church to bring the players and Coach Allen some very special surprises.
The gift they've given you is $1,000 shopping spree today. Love you, buddy.
They pulled together thousands in gift cards for the players. And for Allen,
and they've got you a vehicle to help you through your times. And,
a blessing from complete strangers, which shows him how God always has a plan, even during the darkest of days.
And if this doesn't tell you that God's real, I don't know what will, because there's good people out there, guys, and we've been surrounded by so much love. And I don't feel I deserve that.
In Madison County, Jeremy Toms, WKYT.